out. Space. Game number 1 versus Tilde.
Yep.
We're going to be seeing Aegis versus Falco. We're going to be seeing one of Europeans' best versus the #1 seed, an American invader, is going to be Tilde versus Space.
Yeah, maybe having some time to reflect. Of course, the stream, the match against Larry was on stream. Maybe a little bit of a quick VOD review to check in how it is going to go. But we already see Tilde with this amazing advantage state. It is going to be catching, of course. But we have Town and City bed platform to retreat yourself from. You do not have to engage with Falco all the time, especially if you have the mobility like Mifra. But then you need to land on the ground first until they're making it very hard to do so.
This is what I meant, right? That advantage state. But now, and even when you're back in neutral, right, Falco still has a bit of pressure on you. The laser stopping your drift, making your recovery a little bit harder to execute on, but Space making it back. Still, again, you make it back and the pressure is back on. Up till back air, one of the most solid kill confirms in the game.
Yeah, and Space having very little hits of himself to get into the match. Great read on the air dodge, resetting with the down air, and now we're in the back row. That is one air dodge read, confirming into 72% basically.
I like that. Space overshooting the side B, not going to the ledge to make the down air a little bit harder for Tilde to get, and that allowed him to survive. Now Tilde in extreme control of this game.
And then
Space
stuck ahead as well.
Yeah, stuck ahead. The damage is ahead. The confirms are all going his way. The momentum is going his way. Space finding his footing every so often, but then immediately getting that ripped away from under him by Tilde's extreme pressure.
I like that up air from Space there, but the up air is going to secure the stock for Tilde. Now we have a 2-0 or a 3-1 stock scenario here for Tilde. Space catching on with some grabs. Is going to throw Tilde stage, but the platform, again, we saw that in the last set as well against Zemmel. Using the platforms of Town and City to excellent use.
Oh my god.
And now we are starting again from the side B.
Okay, so something I noticed. First combo, Space air dodged out. Tilde waited for it, reset. Now, again, we're seeing the third stock. Tilde getting a combo starter, waits for the air dodge, resets. This air dodge habit from Space has to be kicked before Tilde destroys Space for doing so. Now, Space does find a stock, but a single stock does not a win make. Space in a really tough spot here. The parry comes out, but of course, Mifra Nair, one of the best aerials in the game. Space now finding a bit of footing, continuing that pressure. Not quite getting the ideal follow-up, but a follow-up nonetheless. That is the confirm. Not quite hitting it. Nice DI by Space, but again, Space throwing out all of these air dodges. Tilde not waiting for them, but he knows this is a huge factor in this gameplay. Good
foresight there, gets a bit of advantage in the situation. Now Tilde on the platform recovering air dodge, smart air dodge, and the up B at the ledge actually gonna do it at that percentage. Smart option for Space to punish the side B on the shield. Now we are in a last stock situation, and it seems to be that Tilde is gonna look for that KO as soon as possible. But we've seen that Space has actually already taken 2 stocks while still on his last, but it's not gonna save you from the rising back air on Town.
Yeah. I mean, Space throwing out an up air to get control back of his character. You cannot do that against Falco.
Nope.
And that is a bit of inexperience showing, because Falco, one of the few characters that can jump up there to actually kill you for doing that. Right? Like Zerasu can jump up there, but she's usually going to hit an up air. Greninja usually going to hit an up air. Falco jumps up there and actually murders you. That back air is a huge KO move, but we saw Space coming to his own more and more throughout that game. Let's see Space going back to the Aegis. So Space knows it's a matter of adaptation. It's not the matchup. I need to make these adaptations. I need to make these adjustments. And a big part for Space here, I think, is his disadvantage choices, right? The air dodges, the swings, they're all like they're individually not bad options, but they're the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, and that is really the #1 thing that gets Falco in these big advantage situations. We saw the downer to reset the neutral or to reset the combo after a combo. Now Space dropping the combo is going to fall into his own. And then again, the air dodge. It's not going to lead to too much. It doesn't get the right hit of the down air. Space now still extending it, gets the neutral boost.
No jump.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Space a little bit off on that pressure. That should have been curtains, but did not execute correctly. Of course, Tilde with some great drift mix-ups as well. This is huge. Look at the momentum, but Space, this time Space the one to not drop the momentum for good, picks it back up in a huge way and gets that early lead.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that Pyra sometimes does, especially like against slower characters. You cannot outrun these hitboxes. Like if you're drifting through the air, sometimes you just get hit by those. And speaking of getting hit by those, Tilde with so much damage there. Good resist on the air dodge there. But now, as against Space in such a difficult situation, he does get a combo of his own with the neutral air. And now Tilde at the ledge with 65%.
I like how Tilde is using these platforms to manage his recovery a little bit better. But the back throw, dash attack, Space is letting it rip, and look at Space. Cool, calm, collected. They are here to play. The adjustments have been made. Now, Tilde, what is your answer? How do you find the stock? You see the back air being fished for, but no sweet spots here. The reversal of a lifetime. Space going to Pyra, looking for the big finisher, but instead Tilde finding a finisher of his own.
Yeah, wanted to get the down area on Falco, but he has the wall jump on the stage, saving his feathers. And now again at the ledge. So much ledge play from Space here, but it is going to get caught by a good check roll there from Tilde, getting back to neutral with that side B. And now it is going to be Space finding another hit, gets the dash attack in, and just wants Tilde off stage so bad. That is the position where he has been finding the most hits. Space looking for an option, doesn't really get anything. 70%, it's not going to be instantly the KO, but now Tilde back in action.
Action, yes, but no result. Instead, we see Space turning this into a dominant advantage state. Trying to frame trap the air dodge too, instead finds a bit of advantage state again with the Pyra. I love to see Space's Pyra. There's the double forward tilt, and just like that, back and forth 2 stocks.
Yep, back and forth 2 stocks. Really impressed by the way that Space was keeping Tilde at the ledge. We saw with Zemo, that was really a point where Zemo kind of struggled, and Tilde took huge advantage of that.
Yes.
But now that we see that Space is abusing it correctly, we see how much trouble Falco can have and Tilde can have getting back to center stage.
Yep. And Space showing that this matchup is definitely one that Aegis can excel in. And that's what he was, kind of doubtful about against Larry's Falco, right?
Yeah.
And here we see he takes the dive, he takes the plunge, loses game 1, but sticks to his guns. And instead of saying, I'm going to go to the old trusted Inkling, knows, hey, I've been putting work in the Aegis. I've been grinding it out. I have faith in the adaptations. I have faith in the character, and that is what resulted in a solid game 2 win. Now, again, is it Tilde adapting, or is Space going to continue this bit of dominance that he has found against Tilde?
Yeah, that's a good option against that up tilt. The up B out of shield, such a good option there, but now we are going to start on Falco on small battlefield, honestly. Able to get so many resets on these platforms. He's going to rack up the damage. Oh, the forward smash getting foresighted, actually. Such a huge play from Space there. Doesn't get that much damage. But it's the positioning that he gets that's so big for him.
I just want to highlight, when Tilde presses up B, he takes a lot of time to react to his opponent. Before, a beat at that same position went to ledge. This time saw the forward smash charge, reacted, and went high. The awareness to do everything step by step, methodically, all the time. Tilde has that. And look at the results of that methodical awareness, that step-by-step play. A solid lead right here. Space has to find some sort of opening, but Tilde, he's already looking to work on the start of the next stock. Finds the air dodge again, waits for the side B, another combo starter, that strike throw mix-up that we talked about before. Tilde is turning up the heat. Space again going from dominance to looking lost, to getting pillared, to getting tech chased. Look at the pressure, look at the moves. Tilde, what is that?
Tilde's advantage state is just absolutely immaculate, so hard to deal with. Gets the downer, no backer conversion there for him. Gets another try, and this time it's going to succeed, and a ton as well. This is just looking so back and forth. This is looking like the first game again. Space, a lot of trouble. Getting stuck on this platform, and the air dodge, it seems like that again has been the biggest weakness of that, getting stuck on this platform. And once he gets caught in this advantage, that air dodge absolutely ruining that stock for him. Now we are back at a position where Tilde is going to start looking for these up tilts into the neutral as wants to rack up damage with Space, looking like he wants to take the first stock by his own. But how are you going to do it? How if Tilde is in such a high momentum?
Indeed, this is looking all but over. Tilde just has to find the final hit. This is looking mightily close to that final hit. The laser going to interrupt, but again, Space, you got to give it to him. His recoveries have been working out. It's not easy to recover against a player like Tilde. Space with the corner pressure, jab, jab as a setup, but not quite going to lead too much. There's the KO. Nice. Space finally finding that first stock.
Yeah, but is he immediately going to lose his last one? No, it's not. Again, going to try for the recovery. Good option there. Gets the forward to push Tilde off the ledge. And there dodge to the middle stage. Dangerous situation, but he gets away with it. But the back air, just raw, is going to secure the last stock for Tilde.
Everything went the way Tilde wanted it to. That was honestly a very clear-cut example of what Falco can be when Falco finds the hits that Falco needs, right? And especially against Aegis. Like, Aegis is a type of character that can deny you your strong neutral tools, but it's easy to weasel your way in.
Yeah, it's apart from like foresight, and that's probably the thing that Space really wants to abuse. Like, he air dodges, I presume, to get the foresight. Yeah. But if you do not have that option, they can really struggle to regain control of the match. And Tilde and Falco so good at keeping that control. We are going to see the switch to the Inkling to try it again. It is your last leg you are on currently, so switching it up might be a good idea. But we saw against Larry that this was a hard match to watch, so we're going to see how this is going to turn out against Tilde.
A huge part of this matchup is Inkling. You need to know Inkling very clearly to actually beat the character. Yeah. That said, Space has not been keeping the Inkling as warm as he perhaps might want to, and that's going to be huge because Tilde, of course, always keeping the Falco warm, and that's what we're seeing. The conversions are immaculate, the follow-ups are perfect, the positioning, the reaction, it's all coming together. 90%, a little bit of overcommitment. Space instead missing the normal get-up grab too, in all sorts of ways. Space not as sharp as we're used to him being. The reflect not going to work out. And Roller, nice get-up attack, Tilde. Again, the air dodge.
Yeah, you have no foresight now, so there's no excuse to use it.
Up air, nice damage, not a KO, but the next one will be. There's the parry, there's the follow-up, there's the pressure. Tilde looking for the final hit, but instead, the Booyah gets dropped. I know the window's a little bit small, and there's Space. One of his worst habits, always looking for that KO. And in that situation, not reacting to a move hitting his shield, just pulling the trigger on the up smash in. You know, regardless of the circumstances, again, missing a Booyah, but the trap is there. Now the stocks are equalized.
Yeah, that's a great ledge trap there.
Empty land jab? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's the start. That's the start again.
It's a big start.
If we see that if you can Tilde at the ledge, that's your biggest play that you can make. And of course, Inkling does have a lot of good tools to keep you at the ledge. Has a splat bomb, has a down smash, and a down tilt heals you if you're too long on there. But you have to keep him in there as well. Now we are seeing a lot of ledge play, not a lot on the hang on the ledge, but now Space gets an opening, tries to get a second forward there, but is going to turn into another jab. And now we have an almost full inked Falco.
You cannot be relying on that. Now you are inked, and the damage is insane. Luckily, the combo barely drops, but oh, Lord, Space getting a taste of his own medicine here.
Yep, and now we are back in a neutral situation.
Nice lasers, disrupting the back air walling, exactly what you want when you are Tilde.
Yeah, you have to kind of space back air at such a precise point because the up tilt, but good DI is going to save Space there. Now we are looking at a recovery from Space. Does get back to the stage, or at the ledge, but they forward air.
No drag down.
Okay, it's just going to secure it back on stage. And that's also a thing. There's no hitbox on the upwards recovery from Space. And against Pyramid, that is a thing, but a good ledge jump back air.
Yep. Tilde saving that one for the last possible second. Very nice pressure again. We're used to seeing it, right? Tilde's pressure, once he hits you, you're stuck. And again, reflect that. Space, again, a bit of inexperience showing here. And that might be the factor that leads to his downfall here. Because now we've seen it 2-3 times where he's picking objectively wrong options because he's just not used to Falco's toolset.
Yeah, I think that I also saw with Spader is that the air jump seems to have been replaced with a double jump. I saw double jump a couple of times in the combos. No, and we are looking for the KO so greedily.
So greedily indeed, not reacting to the situation, instead preempting. And that preemption, again, it is Space's biggest weakness. Space will not react. They will pull the trigger on the up smash regardless of what's hitting the shield, and that is not an opening you want to give a player like Tilde. Look at this. Tilde definitely looking for that final hit. There's the air dodge. There's the follow-up. Not quite a KO, but we're getting ever so much closer to that final little bit of stock. Space finding a bit of a last huzzah. But no, the wall jump, the back air. Tilde getting a well-deserved victory and advances into top 8. Space taking a bow at 9th here at DreamHack